Go guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are going to be here with, of course, Tuesday reset, meaning some, of course, reset goodiness. And what we're looking at is going to be the new Nightfall reward for the week, which is going to be the old faithful Palindrome Adept. You didn't already have many weeks to kind of grind up, but the great thing about this week is that it's going to be double Nightfall rewards, meaning you can get yourself some double Palindrome drops going, which is so nice. It is going to be the new GM as well, the sunless one, which I don't think is too bad. It's just kind of awkward. But rolls wise, this does have absolute freaking bangers to get. So you can see it has things like massive arms, which is really dope. It does, of course, the rolling storm, which, as I said, next season is going to be really essential for arc builds. You got things like the pain, the elemental capacitors, and a bunch of other good freaking perks to kind of go in with the explosive payload as well. Rolling storm is just juicy. It's one of the better arc hand cannons in the game. So yeah, 100% this is kind of worth grinding. But we got to showcase what this is like in both some PvP and PvE. So without further ado, let's go in with the Palindrome Adept. Alrighty, so we are going to be on, of course, Meltdown with a little freaking Palindrome code. And as I said, this is a really dope hand cannon PvP. I will say they kind of don't have exactly the PvP roles as much as they used to anymore with the Void one, but it's still going to be really nice. It's a hand cannon 140 as well, so you're in that meta sort of archetype, and I'm going to swing, and we're going to triple tap here. Thank you. Oh my god. But you can see I actually healed a little bit there until I got fisted by Tomatoes. But this does have Vanguard's Vindication on, so it gives you a little bit of a boost. Now, it's not much, so a lot of people might rather go for the other sorts of perks. But it's still a really nice sort of hand cannon, as I said. It feels juicy too. It is definitely an acquired taste. Oh my god, I got wombo comboed. But yeah, it's one of these hand cannons that some people absolutely love. Some people just don't really get the feel of it. But if you can hit your shots with this, it is just so freaking nice. I can't believe I didn't get that. There we go. But it's just such a nice hand cannon. As I said, there's other roles you can kind of get. I do have Master of Arms on this, which means that if I get a kill, I can absolutely rail the next guy. Buddy, are you gonna keep jiggle peeking? He didn't even die, guys. Okay, now he gets him. My god, if you didn't get him at all, I would have been so pissed. But yeah, it does come with the Massive Arms, which does actually give you a ton of extra freaking damage. I think it's like 30% or something if I get a kill. So you see I Massive Arms there for like 6 seconds, which it's kind of like a better sort of rampage because you can proc with any weapon. Also, you can rail the next guy, but it is going to be sort of situational where it will actually do any sort of work because you kind of see that you got to be kind of around people to make use of it. Sort of like rampage. Muchacho going to be over here though, guys. Team shot, team shot, team shot. You are not getting away, buddy. Yo, young man. I didn't even get an assist. Are you for real, guys? The Tomatoes is fisting us again. My man just keeps coming around the back and blasting us. Can we just deal with the freaking flanking Titan, please? Let me get this guy, though. There's Massive Arms going. Oh, my God. I'm 1 HP. I got Massive Arms going, though, so I should be able to kind of rail someone's head. You kind of see the damage is just going to be nasty with Massive Arms. 96. So against certain resilience, I might have the chance of 2-tapping, and it does give you that extra little bit of range like that, which is just kind of filthy. But for the most part, oh my god, it's not going to do much except for when you triple tap like this. That is just disgusting. Oh, the hundreds. Oh my god, I nearly dropped them. But that is where you can get the Massive Arms kind of going. As I said, a lot of people might rather kill clips and stuff like that. More kind of controllable sort of damage perks. But it's still a really nice perk, especially because I can proc it off getting a kill, obviously, with my freaking shotgun, which for me is just kind of crazy. Oh my god, buddy. Buddy. Tomatoes. Tomatoes. We got him. Oh my god, there's another guy here. Why is there just so many people? The mind benders actually gets me from that range, really. I could definitely see, though, if someone got like the right role of this, they'd definitely be using it. It's just kind of hard to warrant to use over maybe like obviously the Igneous Hammer is kind of absolutely cracked. That guy just went invis and he's on my ass. Tomatoes, stop flanking as a Titan, please. I got 4 bullets. You're getting triple tap, buddy. You're not getting triple tapped. I'm ass. I got shotgun in the ass. Oh, come muchachos on our C flag, though. Oh my god, there's so many people. I didn't even get one. How do I not get one person there? Man, we're starting to get absolutely destroyed now. There are whole teams there. I hit everyone in the head once and then didn't kill anyone else. Crazy. Oh, there we go. Tickle the booty, boys. Tickle the booty. You always got to do it. I'll tell you, get that KD up, guys. Just tickle it a little bit. Hopefully, you get that freaking guy to one-tap him. Look at this guy, though. And oh my god, I'll take the trade against the S-Stock. Oh my god, we absolutely railed them. That is one thing I will say right now is that everyone's gonna be rocking S-Stock and stuff like that. So it is very kind of, I'd say, situational where weapons are actually gonna be insane. Oh my god, freaking heavy. But it's so situational where you can actually kind of rail right now because especially on this map, S-Stock is just so kind of dumb. I've already talked about it. They really just need to nerf that thing into the freaking ground. Honestly, it's the one time I've ever said a weapon needs to get freaking nuked. I have no idea how this is even kind of close because I've just been getting constantly railed by this freaking S-Stock. Tomatoes flanking as a Titan. It's just been, you know, it's been a hardcore freaking game with zone control. And, oh, buddy. Oh, someone give me the assist. Go get him. Thank you. And there's another guy here. What the freaking S-Stock uses? I haven't even really talked about 2 the Pain as well. 2 the Pain is actually kind of nice. You're just going to rock a hand cannon the whole time. Tomatoes. No, who pushed me? Guys, there's someone up there as well. He's 1 HP. Oh, guys, get him. Thank you. We'll get him. And it does have some really solid ass rolls you can kind of get your hands on. As I said, it has like the Master of Arms, which as when you kind of get it going can be absolutely cracked. If you get it by 2 as well, that's where you can start to kind of double tap a little bit. Come on, buddy. Man's chilling behind the wall. But yeah, when you kind of get the Master of Arms going and everything like that, you can kind of see the damage is going to be really nice. And I just think overall, do not sleep on the Palindrome. I know it's arc now too, which just kind of ruining for some people's builds. I didn't get healed from that. Did my brough kill? Ah, get him, boys. Yo, you go. Really, brother. I killed myself. So did he. Oh, of course he did that. Alrighty, time for the PvE side of things, of course, with the little Palindrome that could. And as I said, this is where it's gonna be at its bread and butter. I mean, you can get, of course, the old arc builds kind of going, because this does have a rolling storm sort of build perk on it with explosive payload. So I'm gonna like just random sort of damage, and you can kind of see you get the amplified going, you get your ball charge going, and it's just such a nasty ass combo. It's actually one of the best sort of, I'd say, hand cannons in the game for PvE. And when it comes to next season, I'm telling you, this is going to become a lot more relevant because it's going to be a lot harder to actually, you know, proc sort of arc ball to, or ball charge and everything like that. It's not going to be as easy. Well, maybe stand behind a barricade, but for the rest of the other classes, you're not going to have other sorts of like mods and everything that are just going to make it absolutely cracked out its mind. So it is really worth getting a rolling storm version of this. With the explosive payload, of course, it's going to be freaking nice because it's just a nasty combo. But I do think that PvE, you can definitely just get the rolling storm by itself, and then you can see I can get this ionic sentry kind of going, which is just so nice for this general blinding and everything. Everything gets blasted, and of course, because it is arc, I get to use it with my scatter signal, of course, fusion rifle, which is really dope. So yeah, I just think PvE, this is an absolute freaking machine, and it makes sense because it is a GM weapon. I know people can sometimes be pissed that it's obviously better PvE because, I mean, realistically, the OG Palindrome was, oh my god, explodey boys. Well, OG Palindrome was, of course, yo, oh my god, revive him. Oh, I am sorry, my friend. I just made him explode to a thing again. But yeah, obviously PvP was where this thing came from, obviously in D1. So a lot of people were at it as a PvP weapon, but PvE, of course, in D2, it's cracked. I know cursed trolls aren't really exactly anything special because you can just keep doing that sort of stuff to them, but as I said, with the ball charge or with the rolling storm, it's gonna be really dope, of course, coming seasons. All right, good muchachos down here though, ready to get Palindrome. Oh my god, my man is spazzing out. But even against, you can kind of see, as far as the hand cannon goes by itself, it's still a pretty solid ass hand cannon. I mean, 140s are pretty dope in PvE anyway. I don't think there's any, well, I'd say when it comes to hand cannons, you can use any of the regular hand cannons. They're all kind of really dope. But as I said, when you start pairing all the order such juicy perks, I didn't know where to throw that. When you start pairing all the juicy perks with it like this, you can kind of see ionic sentry with the ball charge can just start to rail. And if you throw that out odds one side, you just keep shooting other odds on the other side. You can get ball charge going near infinitely. As long as you have the odds, you can legit just rail and get your charge going. Obviously against the big boys, not really going to do much, but you can see, especially with the geomags, I just keep on topping up and then we can go like that again. Oh, I thought I had my ionic sentry. No, I don't. So we chuck that in, you'll see the ball charge kind of going off and just rail everything in there. It's cracked. Honestly, it's just so freaking nice to get that guy. And as I said, with all these ionic traces and everything kind of coming in too, you can see I nearly have my charge just going again. I just think it's such a nice ass hand cannon. You just have to, you definitely, if you're a PvE guy, want to try to get rolls of this because it's just absolutely freaking nutty PvE. Look at these guys, man, there's so much arc just exploding everywhere. No, not the barrier. Oh my god. Man, a styling on him. Ooh. I haven't even really talked about the explosive payload too, because it does have explosive payload on it, which obviously is just kind of great for eye clear and is actually doing work for me. What the? Man's just chilling in the corner. What? Oh my god, throw it out. We got it. Yeah, actually, you know what? I've got a freaking super. I can just do this. I don't know why I keep saving. I have geomags on. I get a super like every 2 seconds. All right, final boss time, of course, with their Palindrome. This might be real quick because I am abusing this geomags on them. So Yep, he's gonna die. But yeah, that is of course the Palindrome in some PvE. As I said, it's better in PvE. You do also have the Arch trait that gives you the extra like kind of telesto bots and kills too. I just think overall, just dope. It's just one of the best hand cannons in the game, especially for PvE. I think that it's come back with some absolute banger perks. I would have loved if it actually did come back maybe with and I can't really get rid of anything. Oh, we can get rid of this. But I would have loved if it actually came back maybe with, of course, some rolls that like jolting feedback and rolling storm or something. That would have been kind of crazy, to be honest. But I will say overall, Palindrome, it's just an absolute freaking beast PvE. It's so good. Well, that is it for me, and of course the Palindrome Adept itself. As I said, this is the role I was using PvE, Rolling Storm, and of course Explosive Payload. I really need to enhance it, and I'll do that real quick actually. Oh, okay, that looks a little bit freaking bad. Look at it enhanced and everything. But I will say, yeah, of course, that the Palindrome itself, it's just absolutely freaking banging. You get it enhanced and everything, of course, you get extra effects on it too. But I just think overall, Rolling Storm and Explosive Payload is just such a nasty combo. I'm telling you as well, Rolling Storm next season is going to be so good. Whenever this episode ends, you don't have as many mods to kind of give you, of course, ball charge. This is going to be an essential weapon for a lot of course, arc builds. And especially when you're amplified, you get increased ball charge stacks. It's honestly just so dope, the Palindrome. As I said, as far as an arc weapon goes, it absolutely rails. I do know people are pretty pissed it never came back as Void again, because this actually used to be Void, of course, at the start of D2 when it came out. And then, as I said, people are pissed that's not really a PvP weapon, considering back in D1 it was a kinetic PvP weapon, which was obviously, it was really dope back in the day. But I will say overall, the Palindrome, it's still really, really dope, both PvP, PvE. I will say PvP, it's not really have the roles anymore, but PvE, it's an absolute freaking dream. And it's worth doing, of course, this week with the double GM rewards. You can get tons of different roles with the adepts, and then of course you want to do normal nightfalls to get the normal version. It is of course doable. The sunless cell, it's not as I said, the worst GM in the world, but I will 100% say the Palindrome is definitely worth it. It's just an absolute beast of a hand cannon. As I said, come future episodes, Rolling Storm rolls, it's gonna be super, super dope and cannot wait. But regardless, if you like the video, show us a like. Anyways, for more content, subscribe, and fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you next collective in the next one.